One of the big questions overhanging this is Epstein's role with potential intelligence ties, because that converts this from being kind of a pedophilia or child sex trafficking story into something much darker, and that looks not like it's just protecting millionaires and billionaires, but that it's actually some apparatus within the U.S. government and potentially international governments wanted the Epstein case dead for their own reasons. And it's my belief that when you look at the profile of Jeffrey Epstein and his entire history coming up through Bear Stearns and then being this sort of financial bounty hunter who specialized in sheltering assets and then being a financial fixer to arrange for multi-million-dollar financings of kind of boutique custom deals, that Epstein fits the profile of a CIA liaison or a cooperative contact or a CIA facilitator rather than a CIA asset, and that you will not be able to find necessarily a kind of human 201 file on him, rather that it was an informal contact that the intelligence services reached to as a back channel to broker deals and to set up financing for various either covert action or economic deals that were deemed to be in U.S. interest. And I believe that there's also an international side to the intelligence story as well, given how many countries are involved in the sorts of affairs that Epstein's life led through. But you can't subpoena foreign governments. The way we have control over our own executive branch. And I think people saw Pam Bondi's response last week when she was questioned directly. Was Epstein an intelligence asset is how it was phrased to her. And she said in the White House at the cabinet meeting, well, she started to answer, then Trump jumped in and said, you don't need to answer that. She said, I'll answer it anyway. I don't know. We're looking into it. I'll get back to you. Sitting right next to her at the cabinet meeting is John Ratcliffe, the CIA director. He says absolutely nothing. I mean, the thing stinks to high heavens that way. But what I'm trying to communicate is that it's not like the Justice Department can't do anything on this. In 2008, there was a very scandalous plea deal given in the 2008 prosecution that was helmed by Alex Acosta. 3 days after Epstein was indicted the second time, the Vicky Ward article came out that cited him as saying that Epstein belonged to intelligence and he was told to leave it alone. The very next day, July 10th, 2019, at a press conference, he's asked directly, did you say that Epstein was an intelligence, belonged to intelligence, and that's why you gave him the sweetheart deal? And he, kind of shuffles nervously and says, I can't answer that. I can neither confirm nor deny. And then the very last piece we have on this was a formal investigation done by the Justice Department Office of Professional Responsibility, which was supposed to put this to bed. It's a 348-page report. The only disclosure that they have asking Alex Acosta about the intelligence question was a random footnote, one footnote. It's footnote 244 on page 169. And they asked him if he had knowledge that Acosta was, quote, an intelligence asset. And this is all summary description, by the way. They don't give the transcript. And they said, Acosta told us the answer to that question is no. But we don't know what exactly they asked about this. And Epstein wouldn't have a 201 file on it. You can belong to intelligence without being a formal asset. I did a study recently of 10 financial fixers that the CIA had used to fix financing for various deals. 8 out of the 10 folks never had a 201 file, never were formally classified as assets. But there will still be traffic in the intelligence records. And we need to know if the Justice Department even asked, because they tried to put this story to bed by saying, oh, we did this OPR report and Alex Acosta walked back what he said to the Trump transition team, or what he contradicted Vicky Ward's reporting. Well, we don't know that because we never got the transcript. We got a one-line summary description buried in the 244th footnote. Now, that OPR investigation is totally sweeping. all of the audio files, all of the transcripts, all of the interviews can be made public. Now, OPR reported directly to Bill Barr. Bill Barr was the CIA's mop-up man for Iran-Contra. He started his career in the CIA. The Washington Post called him the CIA's fall guy because he blocked disclosures of CIA files. It's very possible that the intelligence angle could have been buried by Bill Barr himself. So in that OPR investigation, get all of Bill Barr's email traffic, because they deleted Alex Acosta's emails on this. What that report showed was an 11-month data gap, mysterious technological glitch that dog-ate all of the Justice Department, DOJ.gov emails of Alex Acosta starting May 2007, the very month that the FBI wanted to arrest Jeffrey Epstein, and then Alex Acosta stepped in to stop it. We need the full details of that November 2020 report. Pam Bondi, you can walk down the hallway tonight and get those files and make them public.